Okay, so let's talk about one of my favorite hormones, the hormone estrogen. And I'm going to talk to you and help you understand estrogen by comparing it to two other hormones, progesterone and testosterone. Now, here's the way to understand estrogen. Imagine estrogen and progesterone are two twin sisters, but non-identical twin sisters. So they're twins, but they're not exactly the same. Estrogen is the sister that is the more resilient, adventurous, fun-loving, go out and get 'em sister. She's the one that is always looking to learn and have fun and laugh and just take challenges all the time. Now, progesterone is very different. Progesterone is the worried sister. She wants to be cautious. Take it easy. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Plan. Be cautious a little bit, right? So there's a back and forth that happens here. And obviously, progesterone puts a check on estrogen and estrogen puts a check on progesterone. So together, they're very balanced. Obviously, if progesterone is gone, estrogen can get carried away. And obviously, if estrogen is gone, progesterone can get stuck. And so when you think about estrogen, you want to think about the hormone of growth, happiness, mood stability, adventure. That's what estrogen does. One of the things that's beautiful about estrogen is that it also, though, acts very much like testosterone does in men. Estrogen helps you be much less reactive to stress. It blocks some of the effects of cortisol. And it also helps you be sensitized to insulin. It also helps you build some muscle, very much like testosterone does. So when you're in calorie excess and there's good estrogen around, you're less likely to store fat and more likely to build some muscle. And when you're in calorie deficit and there's a lot of estrogen around, you're more likely to burn fat versus burning muscle. This is how powerful estrogen can be. And obviously, estrogen really is about keeping fat off of the middle for women. But it also has this really nice effect of making fat release slower from other areas like the hips, butt, thighs, and breasts, which gives that beautiful hourglass shape to the female body. That's what estrogen is essentially doing. So it has this really nice muscle building, fat burning, mood stabilizing, growth producing effect in women. And so when estrogen is not there, you start seeing fat storage around the middle. You start getting a little bit more flabbier. Your diet is much harder to stay on because you're having cravings and all that kind of stuff. And so estrogen is a really important hormone in that regard. For younger women, it tends to be around at the beginning, the first 14 days of the menstrual cycle. And then the 2 weeks leading up to menses, that is where progesterone dominates. And so during those 14 days where estrogen is a little bit higher, that's where you want to train and you can get away with eating a little bit more food. But in the days where estrogen is being dominated by progesterone, you want to take it a little bit more easy. You can understand how these testosterone sisters or these sisters work. And then, of course, the brother, testosterone, sort of gets in on the action as well and can support these two women. In particular, testosterone can be made in to estrogen. And so whenever estrogen does get a little bit ahead of herself, then testosterone can step in and have some effects as well. So hopefully that helps you understand estrogen a little bit better.